Hey everyone, I am just testing the waters out of this streaming thing. I have so much stuff to do today, uh, but I got to tell you, I'm not going to do it right now because I've got all these. I mean, I've got a box too, but ever since I found a 1907 Indian head, I look at these like treasure. Can this camera focus? I'm gonna have to work on that. How do I get that thing to focus? Feel free to join me and say hi, chat, whatever. I don't have too many subscribers, so I don't expect a whole lot of action. But if you're bored and want to join me, I hope so. Hey Brian, how you doing? Yeah, I am going to do some penny searching here and just kind of test out the waters, trying to get things set up for future streams and giveaways and auctions and stuff like that. So are you going to the auctions tonight, Brian? Well, I hope so. I think Redneck Auctions or Redneck Metals is having one, and then there's going to be the big show, Ken Beavy's big show later, which should be a lot of fun. There's so many giveaways going on, it's hard to keep up. And with all those auctions, I'm almost flat broke, so I'm going to stay away from those for a little while and just focus on coin roll hunting. Not doing my $50 boxes today. Maybe. Yeah, I hear you. Lots of stuff going on. I wish I knew how to get this camera more focused. Like I said, this is my very first one, so I'm figuring out the layout on this stream. All these, channels that I visit, it's like everybody has it all laid out already. And I think they're using Streamlabs, which I have set up, but I'm like, why go the Streamlab route if I don't even know what the YouTube route is, Anyway, let's see. And of course, I have a scope and everything. And then last night, one of our new kittens took the mount and knocked it over and cracked it. So I was going to bust out some duct tape. Maybe I will. But right now, this jeweler's loop, it satisfies my current needs, unless there's something like that's crazy that I need to look at. So, let's see here. Okay, let's manage this thing. Maybe that'll help. Hope that doesn't do it. This is like the worst focusing I've ever seen. Wait, what's not good? But the scope. Yeah, I know. It is not good. But what are you gonna do? They're kittens, I can't really have a spray bottle of water up here, with all the coins and electronic equipment. Let's see. Okay, that's not it. Oh, the focus is okay? All right. Maybe it's just on my computer. I don't even have a monitor. I've got basically a 42-inch TV that I set up to the computer, so maybe the focus isn't great on that. All right, well, maybe I should put some gloves on and open up some rolls. What do you think the odds are I'm going to find another 1907 Indian head? Not good. But let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rolls left from this last box that I got from my bank like months ago. And, you know, I've been going through them so slowly. You know, I am not. Brian, do you ever do any coin roll hunting? I'll tell you, I am not fast. I wish I were as fast as these other guys, but oh yeah, these are my second pair of eyes. There we go. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. Yeah, you know, after some time, you know, you end up hunched over, especially if you use a loop. I don't know if you can see this. It's a 1984, really nice BU out of a circulated roll, and so I've got. You can't see it on camera. I'm almost embarrassed, but so these are where I save my BU pennies, and you know, once I get a full row, I put them away. I don't, you know, I just don't splurge on those really nice plastic ones. I see other people do, you know, but when I first started doing it, I would separate them out by decade, right? So these are 1990s. I still have to search through all these. Eventually, you know, these jars started filling up so fast, and I said, you know, I just, you know, yeah, organize them by decade, then search through them for errors and varieties, and eventually I just got too stocked up to do that. I know, I'm just so cheap, Brian. I'd rather spend the money on coins rather than on supplies. It's terrible. All right, so this is not the double deer. So what I've already done, so instead of separating them all out like in bulk like that, I kind of separate them out here, and then I'll look for the varieties just kind of as I go. That way, you know, I can separate out my copper, cull, zinc cull. You know, the zinc cull I take back to. I know, Brian. I do. Eventually, I have to get organized. You know, I'm really kind of just starting out. I mean, this I started this. Now, I used to do it when I was young. Really, just looking for, you know, silver coins from my change. You know, but I really just started learning about this in wow, February, like late January, early February. So I am new. So I still have a lot to learn. You know, for example, how long have you been collecting coins, Brian? So I don't know if you could see this, but I mean, it's a 1989p, and it has a lot of doubling on the date, not necessarily the mint mark, but you know, I keep this now as an example of die deterioration doubling, because it's pretty pronounced when you look at it. But you know, there's Wexler's, you know, has a pretty good guide that I was directed to by someone, and you know, shows that it's die deterioration, not just, you know, from double die, because the lines aren't as sharp. So, oh, since the 70s. Oh, you've you've got tons of experience then. That's cool. That's cool. I hope it's treating you well. I mean, so far the community is fantastic. They've been really welcoming, and really been. Oh, hold on, I'm not going to the 70s yet. All right. Looking for the 94 DDR. And nothing. So I put my junk zinc over there. 1984. All right. See, when I'm not worried about what I'm saying or talking or anything like that, oh wow, there's a really nice die crack here towards the rim that's going through God, we. That's pretty cool. Yeah, if I had my scope on, I'd show you. And I still have to figure out how to add that source to the stream. You guys are just staring at my my torso. But that's nice. It's got a nice little die crack. I'm going to save it. I like saving stuff like that. Probably not worth anything, but I don't care. You know, I save anomalies, I guess you could say. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You know, half of this is also, you know, I've seen a lot of die cracks and stuff that I've let go, but yeah, I'm trying to get, well, I'm not pushing her at all, but my daughter is 6, and I like to have examples of things so she could see them in person rather than going online and just looking at the screen. It's a lot different when you see it in person. So I'm trying to also collect just examples of categories. You know what I mean? All right. So we're not there yet. Right now, we're still working on her state quarter collection. You know, I got a huge map. And wait, was that rotated reverse? No. I think she's on Nevada. So, you know, she picks which state she wants to learn about. And then, you know, we spent about 15 minutes learning some facts and cool things about the state and how it relates to the coin. And then when she can repeat some of the stuff back, then she gets a quarter. And, you know, she's about halfway through. Large date. P. Copper. I'll take the copper. Yeah, so she's you know, she's really into it. Do you have any kids? There's nothing. Well, it could be RPM on that. Nope, just a blob of a D. Oh wait, what am I doing? That's zinc. There we go. It's all copper coal. Talk about organization. Or lack thereof. 2 daughters in their 20s. Good job, Dad. They in college? Oh, grandson too. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm not quite ready for that yet. There's nothing in that. Nothing there. I can't remember 77. I don't think 77 has an RPM. Yeah, I hear you. You know, like I said, she's 6, almost 7, and she's already wearing size 8, 9 clothes. and acts like a teenager already. I mean, in a good way. You know, she's she's awesome, but you know, I can just see it. It's, you know, I remember when she was first eating solid food, you know, and now she's on a soccer team. Interesting. Does the 1978 have a doubled ear? So I don't have answers to all my questions. So when I find something that's an anomaly or that I really need to explore a little bit more, I just put it aside for later and get to the BU ones. Yeah, definitely. It could be damage, but it looks like some of the pictures I've seen of like the 88 doubled ear. So, hey, when in doubt, that's a nice 1979 BU. What happened to this one? The seven's chopped off. It's amazing what kind of stuff you see. Nah, it's not even close to saving or worth saving. It's interesting though. All right. 78, 79. And we'll put them away later. All right. And I had a 61 and a 64. But that's all called copper. 1982, I can already tell this is a copper large date. That's P, so that. Think nothing. Nothing. Junk. 2000. Is it another way? Nope. Found a couple of 2000 wide AMs before, but no 1992 cam. I don't know if I ever will, but you know, keep an eye out for it. And this is 1982. I do save the 19. Oh, except for that one. Oh, I don't know. Can you see this? I see these all the time. It's like somebody doesn't show up on my monitor, but I'll tell you, it's like somebody took a knife to it and started scraping it out. I don't know why people do that. Too much time on their hands. Okay. Yeah. Let's see this first one. Yeah. I don't hardly ever use this, but okay. All right, that was messy. I've done that better before. All right, here we go. Ooh, look at that. 1961D. It's BU. I love that. That is hard to find circulated. Usually they're all brown and nasty. So I can't wait to take a closer look at that. I don't know why I get excited about the 1982D small date copper. Yeah. You know, usually they're hardly ever 3.1 grams. You know, mine are usually like 3.08 or something like that. But I mean, it's close enough. You expect a little bit of wear and tear, right? What I'm really looking for is the 1982, what is it, the large date DDO. That would be nice. But the 82D small date copper, yeah. That would be that would be a nice find. I would scream like a kid at Christmas. And you're right, you can't save them all. 1966. But anyway, what was I saying? I love 60s pennies, and I don't know why. I think maybe because I was born in the 70s, and I have like this romanticized vision of the 60s. You know, like especially 69. So, you know, let's see. Yeah, we will check those. It's another 84. Yeah. 2000. Nope. Oh, beautiful 1971. So that's kind of how I do it in terms of organization. I've got like the most common decades here, and most likely cull up on top. And then if I see something BU that goes just below it, and I'll look at, you know, most of them. 2006 twice. So no, I am not fast going through these. Yeah. Born in 64. Cool. We're not too far away. Yeah. Let's see. Slight misaligned die, but who cares, right? Oh, look at that. That was a 2000. So yeah, I'm still looking for a 2017 no P, no D. That would be sweet, wouldn't it? So I know these rolls were all made in 2019 because I don't see any 2020 pennies here. '83. You think? '65, close to your birth date. Oh yeah. All right, let's get to this next one. I weigh all my 83s. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, definitely save them. You know, I don't know if it would be worth busting them out, even though it would be really cool to be the first one to find a no mint mark. 2017. You will be remembered forever. As you can see, like some of these are so bad, I don't even want to search. Oh, hey, first Tweety. Want to guess what date? Here, I'm not going to put up. Can you see that okay? It shows blurry on my TV here, but can you focus? Can you see it at all? Really super close, right? 1947. Nice. That makes me happy. I love finding a Wheatie. I've been averaging a little bit less than one per roll, but some rolls, I'll find like three, and then it'll take me, 5 rolls to find, a few more. Oh man, all those lines are visible on the back, and there is hardly anywhere on the wheat. What do you call them? The wheat stalks. I'm sorry. No to what? I think I might have a few of these already, but at this rate, I'm saving them. And yeah, I always crimp my coin holders. I learned that from many ripped plastic pieces. But that makes me happy. Oh, you forgot? Yeah, me too. I can hardly remember what I said 5 minutes ago. So that's funny. All right, nothing here. But hey, I'm going to add that. I don't have a board I keep. I should probably log my finds. And I do on a I have an Excel spreadsheet that I keep of my collection and how I found them or paid for them. I'll tell you, it's way more exciting finding them. Oh, hey, okay. So I already have two 1947 Lincoln wheat cents. So I'll add one more. And yeah, it's probably a little bit above. It's probably EF40, but we'll look at it. Oh yeah, I smashed those staples. All right. Oh, I learned that with $50. It's so easy to just started tearing apart on me, and that's why. Yeah, this is a permanent desktop accessory now. Oh, nice, 1986. Yeah, well, that's kind of a BU. Maybe I should have some music playing. Whenever I coin roll hunt, usually I have somebody on YouTube, and going through rolls. Good thing that was junk. And now it's like quiet, so it's a little odd. I feel so happy that you're on. Oh, good. Yeah. That logbook on everything. That's so important. And I'm kind of so new to this. I had to figure out a lot of things. You can go on. I've got a few books. That I'm going to tell you I haven't read all the way through. What I started doing also is I created an Excel spreadsheet for errors, just because my memory isn't that fantastic, admittedly, and especially with Lincoln cents, there is so much to remember on errors and varieties. It got to be a little overwhelming. So I created an Excel spreadsheet reference, so I don't have to keep going back to the book. I can just look up at my monitor if I don't remember something. And I don't know, do you do anything like that? Or, I mean, before your back went out? There are a couple of places on YouTube or in the internet where I think JB Coins was one that was selling these spreadsheets, and I'm like, I don't want to pay for I mean, I appreciate the hard work that goes into it, but without actually seeing the spreadsheet or, you know, how detailed it is, I'm not giving my money, you know. Oh, you collect Morgans, cool. Yeah. Oh, I just picked this up. I mean, it's not a Morgan, but I don't know if you can see it. 1935 S. I think it's an S. Yes. I started by collecting Morgans as well, and that was, like I said, in late January, February. And I was buying raw Morgans off of eBay. Collapsed disc. I'm doing good. I'm glad you're doing therapy. You know, it's probably tough. I hope you don't have to do it too long. You know, I'll tell you, when I go out and I try to walk every day. But after about 45 minutes, oh man, I can feel it in my back. Okay, there's nothing there. But anyway, going back to those Morgans, you know, I started doing it because I liked Morgans. I liked silver. And I'm thinking to myself, actually, that's not true. You have all but 93S. You got quite a collection then. What grades, if you don't mind me asking? But going back, getting started, actually, I got started by first going through every single coin that I had in the house. I had a huge jar. And I made collections based on that, right? Just kind of seeing if, you know, it's something I enjoyed again. And I did. And when I completed my Roosevelt dime collection, I had the bug, and that's when I started doing the Morgans. And I just made so many mistakes, you know, not knowing what I was looking for on eBay. I've had, you know, cleaned coins. And don't get me wrong, it wasn't like obviously cleaned either, you know. Well, it was, now that I know really what to look for. But at first, you know, I'm like, okay, there's no dirt, and you know, there's this even tone throughout it. But of course, there's no luster, and even a couple came back with like a film. Okay, I've gotta check out your videos on those. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I love a good Morgan. Yeah, I love that cartwheel effect. And they have the luster still. But anyway, so I kind of stopped um, doing um, the raw ones on eBay. I'll just do PCGS or NGC. Like I like the MS65, but even some of the slabbed grades, I don't like the coin. You know, they'll have like a scratch right on her nose or something like that. And so I've learned to go after the coin, not the slab. Wait, what year is this? Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check out those videos. That sounds cool. You know, what do you like to? I'm out of curiosity, Brian. What kind of things do you like to watch when streaming? And I'm asking because I'm thinking about future content, right? I mean, I'm still getting started out, so I'm just kind of throwing this live stream on for a little while I look through some roles. But you know, it's all kind of up in the air. Whoa. Wait. Okay. Thought that was at 83. Yeah. No, for sure. I don't mind some bag marks. Just not right on her nose. I don't think, and I hate to sound like it, but There's not that much prettier, I think, than a peace dollar. But if she's got a nose piercing, I don't like it. Okay, coin roll hunting is fine. Okay, I'll be doing some giveaways and stuff too, but I think it'll be important to just sponsor some other people's videos first, and then get some subscribers here before I do all that. No offense, dude. I'd give you something. But it's not much of a game. Oh, hey, a no FG. Nope, there it is. I just covered up in smudge. All right, so that can go there. Big old fingerprint. Blah. Blah, 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 blah. Wait, is that a D? Yep. Yeah, so I ordered a new scope. The scope, I'll tell you, it was like $20 on Amazon. It wasn't that great anyway. Oh, you don't need anything? That's a good place to be in life. Yeah, I don't think the 74 has anything anyway. But I do like this 1971, so we're saving that. And for a B-roll, there you are. Yeah, I should probably pick up those clear tubes. I will eventually. Oh, this 1961D again. Little worn on the ear, but this is a nice coin. Wow. A little damage on the N in the 1. I wish I had my scope up and running so I could show this to you, but it's pretty sweet. I like it. And I think the rest of these are pretty much 60s cull. Yeah. That in the 1960s cull. So I don't know how long that was. Was that like 10, 15 minutes? So that was one roll. So yeah, you gave away hundreds of coins for other channels. That's cool. That's really cool. I'll be doing the same. I mean, I gave away for tonight's big show, Ken Peavy's big show. There will be a I can't remember if it was a 87 or 88 prestige set, just to help support that. I mean, the big show is awesome, and I'll be sending Paula some more stuff as well in the future. In fact, that reminds me, I gotta send something else. So really strong 1982. Whoa, is that a die chip? No. Hey, Paula, how are you? So happy that you dropped in and say hi. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just experimenting, just kind of getting a feel for how I could work things for a coin roll hunt. And I'm so happy you guys are here. Just kind of going through my process, and thinking to myself, can I do this and talk at the same time? 2017 P. Give me a 2017 with no mint mark, thank you. Or damage. All the spots all over these modern 2007, I think it has to do with the wash solution. And it just corrodes it like crazy. I will let it evolve me, hopefully into a better numismatist. You know, well, I'm not one that throws coins all over the place. Yeah, I hope I can make the big show tonight, Paula. My daughter is having a sleepover with one of her friends tonight, and then 1992, and it's just so close, but it's still a wide AM. Anyway, they are having a sleepover tonight, and then tomorrow I'm taking them to a local beach, and we are going to do some metal detecting. Since we're finally able to do that, considering it'll be Labor Day. So they're kind of excited about it. And if they don't find anything, then they'll get a consolation prize, probably like a 1969 Kennedy half, 40% silver, just for their hard work, I hope your internet stays good too. Are you in the sticks or something, Paula? Oops. 1962. It's dirty, but it is red behind all that dirt. So, what would you do? Distilled water, dip with a little, light scrubbing, or an olive oil soak for a month. Oh yeah, I bet those fires are affecting it. You'd spend it. Yeah, I don't throw copper back into circulation. I haven't since I started this, and I was talking to Brian a little bit about it. I just, oh, you leave them alone, dirty or not, huh? Oh, so there's a very slight misaligned dye on this one. I don't know what you guys can see because my computer is blurry, but you can see two rims on there, and the other is cut off. But as I learned from someone named Paula Bloom, it's not an offset strike because it's not on the reverse. But it's pretty cool little. I mean, it's really small. I mean, I'm probably not gonna save it because I got better examples. But maybe, I don't know. I save a lot of things I probably shouldn't. Paula, I told this to Brian. I had a scope, and just last night, our new kittens were playing around and dropped it, and the mount broke. So I've got this, but I'm not just going to hold it up. Now, I should have just duct taped it. Duct tape fixes everything, right? So, I mean, I've got this loop. And to be honest, I've really gotten used to using it. And I like it. It seems fast. So I don't know. And it's got this light on it too. Um, yeah, I will. Thank you. Yeah, I did. I found once. I found a 1907 Indian headset. It's not in great condition, right? But man, I really love it because I found it. So yeah, I like saving things that I find. And I was telling Brian too. I like saving examples of things just to help uh, show my little one when she gets to it. Yes, yeah, that's why. Yeah, absolutely. I am going to get a scope. I already ordered one, another one, and I'll include it as part of future streams. But this one, is an example of something that I saved, even though it's worthless. Oh, that's awesome, Paula. Thank you. Yeah, that would be fantastic. Yeah, I mean, this kind of stand, I got to tell you, I did not like at all. It here. Let me pause the hunt here for a second, and I'll tell you why. Okay, so it's pretty cool ball bearing technology, right? I mean, it can go in any direction, but it's so small that once you tighten it, right, and you put your scope here, let me loosen up here a little bit. All right, and you put your scope in, you're going to be looking at everything at an angle, right? Especially if, okay, so right about here would be fine for a penny, okay? I gotta hold it up. But you're still looking at it, it's not top down, it's at an angle, and that skews your perspective when you're looking at any anomalies, right? And if it's now you shouldn't need one of these for $50, but let's say you wanted to use it for $50, you're not even going to be able to see half the coin on something that big because of the distance between the lens and the base. Yes, good vertical stand. That's exactly right. Um, Now about this, it's it's powerful, but I'm not quite sure. Maybe it was all the stand, but it got so close. I could see the uh, I could see the microscopic structure of the atoms. I'll tell you, it's almost too powerful. So it's probably just because it's so close because of that stand. If it had something that had maybe an inch or two, and I could see the whole coin. If you could email it to me, that would be awesome because I didn't see a link come up on anything. Oh, you're the best. Thank you. Yeah. What did Brian tell me earlier in the stream? You have to get more organized, and it's true. I need a caliper and another scope now. I need some clear plastic tubes for just building up BU rolls. But at least I have a log. I'm proud of that. That was actually a lot of work setting up an Excel spreadsheet for my collection, which probably comparison to people have been anyone who's been doing this for a long time, it's probably very small. But thanks, Paula. Let's see. I've got air coins, pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, halves, commemorative coins. Not a whole lot in each of these categories. Then, of course, I've got the dollars. I separated out the Morgan and Peace dollars. I've got some world coins. I've got an Italian lira I found, Canadian large cent, a peso, Philippine I've got so many proof sets, it's not even funny. I'm going to be doing some giveaways on those. Paula, I got to send you another package for the big show too. Do you think the prestige set would be something desirable that people would want? So I've got a few of those that I wouldn't mind giving away to the big show. But if you guys don't think that people would be interested in, then I'm not going to force it on anybody. But I've got like 68 proof sets, and oh, you were putting it in tonight? Cool. Oh, okay, cool, Brian. Yeah, I've got a bunch of 68, 67, 68, 69 proof sets. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, I'm going to send you another package then this week for the next one. Keep the movement alive, right? Did you notice your sticker right here in the big show? I took a little bit of time and worked on my own logo. It seems like everyone I see has their own stickers, which is really cool and fun. So I don't know if you could see my logo up here. The SharpEye4Coins, kind of like with the all-seeing eye. I wonder if you could. Oh, that's awesome. No, I'm honored too. I'm honored just to know you guys, and thank you for being so welcoming in your community. Seriously, and it's not just about winning the big show. Trust me, that was a big deal. But it's just like being so responsive and willingness to share your knowledge. It's cool. Good people. When I started out, I was all over the internet looking for places. I ended up on YouTube, and then of course you can go in different directions. And there's a lot of those coin roll hunting, donation, communities, where people are giving whatever $250 for someone to hunt a box that they got from the bank, and then they'll probably get back, maybe $100 in junk coins. And you don't learn much from that side of it, This is a super nice. I know, okay, it's worth a penny, right? But when I see like a 1998, that's just perfect. It's business strike, but there's not a nick on it. And it still has original luster. I save it. Why not, right? Yeah, it's all about the money. Yeah, I know. And so, I go there sometimes because now I don't donate. But it's entertaining. Oh, whoa, wait a minute. Does the 1993 have a die clash coming off the 9? Extending the 9? Yeah, that's cool, Paula. I feel the same way. Like I was saying, I still pull some of those up, like if I'm coin roll hunting and I'm just getting, I want some noise in the background, but it's not where I want to put my money. I gotta look at this 1993. Okay, so we'll just save that. Any year a mint can have a die clash. Yeah. Some are more known though, right? In fact, okay, so don't laugh at me, but this is the Strike It Rich with Pocket Change book. It's one of the few that I have. I have on order the Cherry Picker's Guide for the upcoming publication, but when are they going to actually come out with it? I don't know. But okay, so there's a rotated reverse on 93. 93D. Wouldn't it be nice to find this mule? What a good suggestion. Okay, so the 93 has a die clash above the 1, which is like northeast of the bust, but it's not through the 9, like I was thinking, which would be on another one. But yeah, I refer to it a lot. In fact, so the red book, most of those errors for pennies have gone into my spreadsheet. Most of the errors on the Strike It Rich book have gone into my spreadsheet, except for the rotated reverses, because I always check that anyway. I figure I don't need to reference it. But yeah, I refer to it a lot still. I have this one, CFA Field Guide, but it doesn't have, I don't think, much more than the red book and the Strike It Rich book. But I feel like I'm missing out a lot on the knowledge with not having the Cherry Picker's Guide. But you know, they want so much money for these resellers want so much money for the out of print editions. I can't. It's unaffordable. So I'm waiting. You know, one day they'll publish it. All right, so okay, official guide to mint errors. I will check that out. You know, I am a book collector, and I have an Amazon store called All Those Books. And I know, you know, how the out of print book market works, and that's why, you know, I'm sensitive about gouging. You know, price gouging is a big deal. And admittedly, I'm also kind of cheap, hence the no plastic BU rolls. That's ink. Yeah, I wish I had my scope set up so you could see what I'm seeing. I'm sorry about that. Blame the kitty. Let's see if I can call one over. Here, I'll be right back. Yeah, I know. I woke you up. I just want to introduce them. This one is Hot Dog. She's the troublemaker and the one who knocked over my scope. She is not allowed up here, except, you know, for now, because I wanted to introduce her to you guys. But she is just over 3 months old. My daughter named her Hot Dog because she acted like a hot dog. Yeah. The other one's Nugget, because she was a little shy one and just kind of stood in the corner. The cats do love coins, let me tell you. Oh, wow. Like Nugget tries to bite them. So, yeah, it's a fun little challenge, keeping them scared and away from this area. Hi. Yeah, I know. But they just want to have fun. So I can't blame them. Yeah, she is. She, my last cat was 17 years old and died this winter. Her name was Brown Bear. She was a tortie. And she was a talker as well. Okay. She was a talker as well. So I call this one Brown sometimes. And she doesn't get offended, luckily, because she doesn't even know her name, and it's not important. what I call her. What's important to her is food and playing around with her catnip mice. And she likes being on camera. All right, don't get used to it, cat. All right, just that's a nice BU. 77. There we go. All right, I'm gonna open up another roll. So we gotta get you down. Say, all right, bye-bye, everybody. It was nice to meet you. Yeah, I'm gonna put you there. There you go. So that was hot dog. Oh, I did find, Paul, just so you know, found this in that roll. It's a nice little weedy. It's probably EF40, 1947. I like the wheat scents. Well, actually, I like them when I find them. I like the Indian heads. I don't know anything about the large scents at all. My knowledge of 3-cent pieces and all that stuff is very minimal. So I'm hesitant to get into that yet. I'm going to stick with pennies and $50 pretty much, I think, for now. I mean, there's only so much you can remember, right? Oh my gosh, what happened to this 1999? It's amazing what things you find on coins. This beautiful bread, 1980. Misaligned data, but it is junk. I really liked, you notice I'm wearing gloves, right? Ken, his experiment with the foil and how long it takes for the oils on your fingers to get on the coin, that was great. It really drove the message home. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And the more you know about the minting process, the more it'll help you identify them too. So I'm still, I watched that. He did. The his Play-Doh. It's fantastic. Like especially learning about the clashes, that video you posted. But there was the other video that you sent that wasn't Ken related, but it was that short on the whole minting process, and that was huge. That was an eye opener. Yeah. And there's stuff I don't know still about the minting process. I mean, I'm no expert, but just watching that, was educational. And, I think there's probably in each step of the process, there's probably like 50 other, subset things that can happen or that they need to do to make sure they get a good coin. And you got to know about those things too. Well, now, what is this? Oh man, I wish I had a scope here. What is this? I mean, it's like, oh, it's like lacquer or something. Thank you, Paul, for saying that, because sometimes I feel really dumb. I think somebody coated this with nail polish or something. At first I thought that's really weird, but no, it's just some sort of lacquer going over the top of it. The things that people do to pennies. It's like, how much time do you have on your hands, folks? It's almost a tragedy too when I what? There's like no the okay, it must be covered up. I say that I have 19. Literally, there's just 19 here, and then a faint 9, and then I don't know what that is. 5 maybe. Dye deterioration. But then there's this, I don't know if you can see it. I have to get a scope for streaming. But you see this blotch here? It's probably, I'm thinking, gas under the copper coating, zinc deterioration, maybe exploded and got rid of it. Let's see, it's a really super thick coin. Let's see. Reverse looks totally normal. Just has a little bit of staining. Actually, the E is in America. Looks different. Yeah, that's what it is. Zinc rot and plating blisters. So I think, yeah, the zinc rot kind of blistered out and covered up or got rid of some of this date. I'll look at that later. That's the first time I've seen that, though, right on the date. I mean, I've seen them, you know, on Lincoln's face or in the fields. But I've never seen it where like 2 digits of the date were almost gone. It was almost like, hold on, why am I even looking at that? I'm sitting here thinking about this. You know, I got to tell you, hold on, let me take these off. Those are my spectacles, but they don't work too well with the loop. The date, it's almost like a smushed. The 5 is barely evident. I mean, it's definitely the zinc rot and blister there above the date. But the other two, it's almost like it was just a really weak strike. Yeah, I don't see weakness on both sides. Oh, actually, the A. Hold on, is it directly? Say the A is not. It's not proportionately weak, but it's weaker. The end of the A in America. Yeah, it's actually the bottom of America. It's all smoothed out a little bit. No, the edge actually looks thicker. It's actually, it looks almost like a copper coin. You know how they have a thicker look to them than the zincs? It's only 2.51 grams. I think I'm just going to throw it away. I think it was just a plating blister. Unless, you know, you want me to send it to you. I don't know if it's worth it. I probably lost some genuine errors along the way just because it, you know, it didn't seem to be anything big. Oh, don't you just hate when you see something that could be BU and there's a fingerprint on it? Check that for initials. Okay, good call. It would be awesome to find another wide AM. Oh, hey, 1955p. Let's take a quick look at the condition. I mean, it's definitely brown. Whoa, is that brown? But, you know, some rubbing on the jaw. Ear is still pretty well intact. I like that. Is it double? No. And, oh, it's okay. So it's like some of the lines are visible in the wheat stalks, but I would say less than half, and they're worn down. So we're probably talking in G. I mean, this is definitely good, but it is a weedy. It is a weedy. So coins, you know, because I'm not going to present them as like, oh, unsearched. Oh, I ran into that when I first started out buying stuff on eBay. Unsearched rolls, you know, get them here. And I'm like, oh, let me buy that and spend a ton of money. And come to find out, okay, Brian, oh, hey, enjoy yourself. Eat up. That sounds fantastic. 2.45 grams. Thanks for spending some time with me, Brian. It was totally cool. I can't wait to see your videos on the Morgans you have. So, yeah, Paula, if you're still here, this is another one with a blister on it. This is a 1983, and it's straight through the date, but there's no real weakness on the date. You know, I can see, unlike the other one that was really smushed, I can clearly see the one through here. And it was a good strike. Gosh, I hate these blisters. Hey, you too, Brian. Hey, 1953. D. 1953D. It is brown. Should I look at the condition? I always like to look at it. Oh, that face is worn for sure. Ear is worn down at the top. It's a dirty. Oh, sorry, 19. Yeah, I said 1953, right? Yeah, 1953D. Rim is intact. It's a dirty boy. But on the reverse, oh, nice. Every single line is evident. The raised wheat stalk part is showing wear I don't think it makes EF40 though, but this is definitely somewhere between a VG8 and an EF40. I like it. 1953D. Question is, do I have one in better condition? Let me check my coin collection spreadsheet because I am a huge nerd. I have a 53D in AU50. So this one didn't exactly cut the mustard in making the collection. So, oh. The dirty guy is going in timeout. Spend some time with the other dirty ones. Okay. Paul, you're a big collector of error coins, aren't you? Oh, bummer. I'm a little worried for you about tonight. Crossing my fingers. Okay. Is it errors on everything, or do you have a specific, set of interests, like only US coins or, foreign coins, world coins? 94. Nothing. Errors on anything. Cool. That's a wide AM. One day, is it because they're anomalies? Is that it? I mean, 'cause they're unique. I'm just trying to understand. Oh, you are getting really worried. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let's see if this one has here, I gotta take my second pair of eyes off. Nope, has a strong FG. Frank Gasparo. No double ear. Okay, I get it. I like finding errors too. I don't know if I am at that point yet about buying error coins. I've seen so much stuff on eBay where they're promoting an error and it's not an error, and in the blurry pictures you can't really tell for yourself. So it just makes me a little nervous. I think when this whole virus thing is over, I'll spend a little bit more time, just cherry picking at coin shows. That way, I'm not. If I get ripped off, it's my fault, as opposed to someone else just lying to me. So there, I don't even know why I'm looking at this. It's totally cool. Okay. I never bought error coins until I know. Smart, very smart. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same approach. I mean, if I see something different and I paid, 1 cent for it, okay, I'm gonna hang on to it and and be happy. But I'm not gonna go out there yet and trying to build an error collection. Ooh, there might be a couple of wheat cents in here. Let's see. I've been fooled before, though. Is that right? You figure the, error attribution companies are paying experts. But yeah, everybody's human, right? Oh, it would be a beautiful coin. This 2018. Original luster, nice fine strike. And it's got splotches all over. Unbelievable. Hey, Shannon, how you doing, buddy? I'll show you what you missed. You missed Brian Hooper, but you caught Paula, which is awesome. And let's see. I found this 47p wheat cent that's at least EF40 brown, but maybe a step above. Yeah, Paul, the internet is filled with people that I'm not even going to say it. I don't want to say anything bad about people. I honestly don't think that they're trying to cheat you. I think it's they honestly believe what they have is what they have. But yeah, I'm not going to do that. Like I said, if I find an error, cool. But I'm not going to buy one. But Shannon, I found a 53D wheat cent and a 55p wheat cent too. And let's see, this is my fourth roll that I'm going through. I don't know how long I've been doing this. Oh my gosh, it's almost 4. I'm gonna have to leave soon. I am the slowest roll hunter you'll probably ever meet. But it is a little bit different talking and doing it at the same time. I gotta admit that I can get a little distracted. But I'm also trying to be thorough. And yeah, thanks, buddy. Yeah, it was so far. I would say this has been worthwhile. I've been averaging. I've been averaging about maybe like 0.87 wheat cents per roll. So find one maybe every 2 rolls or so. Wow. Large date zinc, 82. In nice condition. I saved those. Yeah, good luck, Paula. I hope your internet stays on while you guys are streaming tonight. Again, if I can't make it, I'm really sorry. I got the kids over for a sleepover, and then getting ready for, of course, so I'm their butler, right, until they finally fall asleep. And so I'm going to let them have some fun a little bit later. And then we're going to go metal detecting at the beach tomorrow. So please forgive me, but I will watch it when it's done. I hope you have fun. And again, I hope your internet stays up the whole time. God, crossing my fingers. And hey, thank you for coming and spending some time with me, Paula. There, yeah. Yep. And yeah, keep an eye out. I'm going to send you something else too. I hope you guys have a great time. Oh, yeah. Shannon, this headpiece is awesome. It was super cheap. It's Yakto Sun, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. I got it on Amazon. It's it's just like a magnifying glass, but it has this little light on it, which sheds some light on your subject, and it tilts as well if you need it to. Usually, I just keep it like that. Yeah, I'm a huge nerd. Okay, so I used to build models when I was a kid, and I remember my old man had a pair of these that were not as advanced, But when I first started doing this, I'm like, man, I can't use my magnifying glass anymore. So I looked it up and found this. I think it was like, it couldn't have been more than $15, $20. So yeah, you know, you look like a nerd, but who cares? You know, I could see things a lot easier, especially, you know, being almost blind anyway. But yeah, you didn't, you know, I do have you didn't hear the story, but we have new kittens in the house, and this was my scope mount, and before they knocked it over and cracked it. So I have a scope, or I had a scope, and, you know, I probably should have duct taped this thing just to use it on the stream. But, you know, I just dove right into the stream. I wasn't really that prepared, and, you know, I just said, hey, let's I'm gonna do a couple of rolls, let's do it and see what happens. And I'll order a new. Actually, Paula sent me a link. Might go that road. I don't care what I look like. I also like the ones with the lights and the arms. Oh, the magnifier. Oh no, free. Oh yeah, yeah, that was a casualty. But Paula sent me a link for a new mount or stand, because I wasn't happy with this one anyway. It had too few options. If you were dealing with larger coins, you couldn't even see like half the coin. You know, plus it needs to be top down, right? I don't know if you can see it, but if you put your scope in here, you know, it's going to be at an angle no matter what, and it really skews your perspective. So anyway, she was nice enough to look one up for me. I'm going to pick up a new mount for it, and we'll see what happens. You know, get it ready for the next stream. I'll have a scope, whatever. It'll look like a little bit more of ones that other people do, even though I'm not trying to compete with them. I'm much too slow. You know, I couldn't even imagine some of these guys go through boxes in one stream, and I know myself, and I will be going through 5 rolls for a stream. And, you know, I will never take a donation for someone, you know, buying a box. I don't want to do that. I just don't think it's right. You know, like if somebody wants to give me a donation, I'm not going to say no, you know, but I will pay it back in spades by giving out money or coins to another channel, you know. Yeah, right. You never know what you're going to see, and some of these are just. I love when I find like a truly BU, like 1960s penny or something. It's like, okay, you just made it 60 years and you look like that. All right, I know you're worth, you know, maybe 5 cents, but you're beautiful and you're staying with me. 1982 copper. What's that? Small date. I like saving these too. Not a D. It's not a D, but I'm saving it. There's my 82s. Oh. There it is. I put an 82 with my 78s. So, Jen, I'll admit to you what I admitted to Brian Hooper earlier. I am not the most organized. So, like the BU coins that I find, and I'm also cheap, right? So, the B rolls or coins I find go in these roll holders. Yeah, I know I can get the plastic ones, but you know, I'd rather spend the money on the coin than on the supplies. You know, it's not even worth looking at with a giant fingerprint on it. 177. All right, let's get through this roll. Then I gotta go take care of some stuff. Shannon, what have you been collecting lately? Yeah, they're way too expensive. They're like 50 cents per holder or something like that. And you know, for some cheap blown plastic, give me a break. Give me a break. But it's nice having a cap, and being able to stick a little date on there. So I might have to just get a whole box of them one day. Let's see. I've mostly been trying to go through all the coins I had just laying around, not focus on one particular thing. Okay. Yeah, that's how I got started earlier. I was telling Brian, like when this whole COVID thing hit, I did the same exact thing you did, and found every single coin in the house, and I had a huge jar, and I just started organizing them. And believe it or not, I almost had a full roll of or full collection of Roosevelt dimes. Then I had all the pennies, and I'm like, you know what? I really like this. I'm gonna keep doing it. And then I'm like, the world's gonna end. I better invest in some silver. And I started buying some Morgan dollars. And I got, well, I'm not gonna say I got robbed. I'll just say I potentially lost money on buying some because they were cleaned. So I'm like, okay, so I got to learn more about the process and numismatics in general, and how to identify, forgeries and cleaned items. So I only buy the slabbed Morgans now. Okay, this 94 is nice, but no doubling in the columns. So anyway, that's how I got started. And then, so I'm sticking right now with pretty much pennies. And this is a nice 94, but it's not doubled. Okay, you got pennies, nickels, dimes, and some quarters. Cool. Yeah, my daughter has a big map, the state quarter map. And I've got every state quarter for her when she learns about one. So we spend about 15-20 minutes learning about the state and how, like, facts related to the state are on the coin. And when she can kind of repeat some of it back to me, she gets a quarter. And I put it in her map. And that makes her happy, and kind of makes me happy that she learned something. Yeah, FG are strong on that 89. 88P does not have a doubled ear on it. Yeah, thanks for joining me, buddy. I got to be honest, I am not used to talking to myself. So having you here is great. Thanks. MD all over that one. I want to start selling a little here and there to try to make some money, but not to get rid of stuff in my own collection. Yeah. Can I share a little bit of my thoughts on that? Because I've thought about the same thing. And then, you look into eBay, which, wait, what was this? 1980. Okay. eBay charges the 10%, right? Which is much better than Amazon's 30% or whatever that is. But eBay is 10%, and then you've got PayPal, which takes 3%. And unless you can, copper call, unless you can directly link your PayPal account with your bank to do deposits from PayPal to your bank, they will deposit through your debit card, but they take an additional 1%. So you're looking at potentially 14% charges for selling through eBay. And it's really important consideration, right? Especially if you're buying coins, you gotta, let's say fair market value of the coin is $10, then it's $8.60 that you have to buy it for in order to make a profit. But that's not even a profit, that's just breaking even. So you got to account for 20% if you want to make a 6% profit on anything that you buy. So, I mean, that's the difficulty, right? Now, if you already have a bunch of stuff in your collection, well, that's different because then you don't have to buy it. But just keep that in mind, that 14%, 13% for sure, possibly 14% loss that you're taking. So, I mean, that's one of the reasons why I'm doing this, to be perfectly honest. I'd like to, I'm going to get some more subscribers, hopefully, and get to the point where, I might be able to have an auction on YouTube, because there's no overhead, really. It's only the PayPal charge of 3%. That's like the cheapest, or 3 to 4%. That's the cheapest way to go about it, I think, but you got to have a crew, a bunch of people in watching and participating in the auction to do that successfully. Because if you don't, well, you got one person, bidding for your items. That's never a good thing. Anyway, that's my 2 cents on it. What do you think? You think I'm thinking about it the right way? These are all pretty much just copper call junk. 1973 has a no VDB, but this one does have a VDB. 1973. Junky. 1969, 1964 calls. So this is copper call. I keep my. This is my 60s copper call. I might go through this jar one day and look at them again. Yeah. I hear you 100%. I think I'm going to have to stop now, but yeah, it's going to come down to finding good deals, and I don't know if you can do that online right now. I mean, I'm on eBay looking at these auctions, and some of these auctions, like, and we've been on a few of the same ones, and I was on one last night with Joe Durbin, and some of these people were bidding crazy. I have a lot of 68 proof sets, right? And that in my database, I'm like, okay, fair market value, $7 on them, right? These people are bidding. Here, let me. These people are bidding like $15, $18 on a 68 proof set. I'm like, what? So I can't participate, because again, you gotta think about your overhead. Anyway. Yeah. You put those AU rolls together for sure. That's why I have all these here. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing the same thing. And I'm just going to tell them straight out, these are AU or BU, or even like the 82s that I saved, just say, hey, these are circulated 82s, but they contain at least, one zinc small date, right? Or copper large date. And, just let them have at it. Yeah, the auctions to help people, which is awesome. Yeah, that's completely different. That's different. I would pay more than fair market value for an auction to help somebody. Yeah. But anyway, hey, buddy, sorry to leave you, but dude, thanks for joining me. You didn't have to take the time to do that, and I appreciate it. I appreciate you keeping me company, and I hope you at least enjoyed what you saw. And we found a couple of Wheaties, and I'll see you again. Okay? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I want to go to bed at night and sleep without staying up thinking about it. Awesome, dude. Thanks, Shannon. All right, I'll see you again another time, I'm sure. I'm not going anywhere. All right, I'll talk to you later, man. Take care.